Hello, everyone. Um, I'd like to talk about the thing between Daniel, um, Nowarczki. Um, this is more of a serious video. Honestly, I feel bad. It's all over the internet, but I'll be reacting to Gotham Chess. So, I already reacted to this video. I'll just tell you what happened. It's Gotham Chess talking about just what happened to him. I haven't fully reacted to this video. We will soon though. And he said that there was rampant attacks between him, and there's just, I believe he did something to hurt himself. I believe he commits self harm to like a lethal point. Let's just search it up. What? Oh gosh. No! I feel so bad for the family, honestly. He's such a successful guy. Why did he? This was It's a horrible situation. I don't even know why this needs to happen.
Kramnik, and it's for me, it was a conversation that can happen.
So he's talking about Vladimir Kramnik. I forgot his name. Hold on.
Horrible news of Danya's passing, with the treatment he received from the former world champion, an idol of his. There's a photo on the internet of Danya as a child standing next to Kramnik, and it's for me, it
Oh gosh, no. All right. Rest in peace, Daniel Nowarczki.
was a conversation that can happen after a grieving period. But after what I saw this morning, I woke up and I am sick to my stomach. And I want to record this before I go to the airport because this has to stop. I don't know what to do.
I believe this. The internet is a very cruel place. Even my parents said that. The internet's a very cruel place. Cruel, not cool. Cruel. It's grueling. It's horrible. The internet's not a nice place at all. In fact, it never was. And there's some things that can't be exceeded. People end their own lives. All because of the internet, honestly. They believe they have nothing to do and they just think it's too much and then they just can't take it anymore. I feel bad for the family members. This is horrible.
I will try to play some sort of role in it, a key role. But what I saw this morning is making me sick to my stomach, and I need to get it off my chest, okay? So, very quick context. For the better part of, let's say, 2 years, Vladimir Kramnik took it upon himself to become the person that is going to solve fair play, say things about cheating in chess that nobody's willing to say because, as in his own words, censorship, chess.com censoring the content creators or the grandmasters or whatever it is. You know it. I mean, he's accused Hikaru Nakamura directly for 2 years at this point.
Oh, it's this guy. No, if you don't know who Vladimir Kramnik, oh no, my goodness. Like, so if you don't know who Vladimir Kramnik is, um, he's this guy. Now this man is a horrible person. All right, he's done horrendous stuff. He's been accusing people of cheating, and he thinks he's going to solve anything, right? Well, in the end, he really didn't at all. In fact, he made it all worse. So what I'd like to say is I believe this is what rampant attacks can do. This is what like falsely accusing someone can do. Everyone hates being falsely accused to a certain point, but no, I'm not going to be talking anymore. I believe I should give a moment of silence. Alright, let's just watch the video again.
Hikaru has sort of gotten over it to the best of his ability. I woke up this morning to the following, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. Please bear with me. I woke up to this post. This is a post from Emil Sutovsky.
Let's read this. Amount of love given to Dania post-mortem is unprecedented. I can't recall anything of the kind, but here is the problem. Where all of you were when Dania was alive and unwell. I'm not talking now about no, just read it. Just read this. This one's about Kramnik. Hold on, let me read this. One thing is clear, the way Kramnik approaches it simply can't be accepted, and his reaction on Dania's passing is appalling and outright shameful. FIDE is not a court of justice, but we will act within our jurisdiction. However, let's not oversimplify it. It is too much to focus on Kramnik and forget everything else. Now that is true. Dania was clearly not... Yeah. He stopped appearing as a commentator for one reason. I believe he just couldn't. He just sounded where it goes to a certain point, and he just read this at this point. This is horrible. I understand this is someone dying, but every single life matters. Life passes on really fast.
A frequent person on this channel, CEO of FIDE. Amount of love given to Dania post-mortem is unprecedented. I can't recall anything of the kind, but here is the problem. Where are all of you when Dania was alive and unwell? I'm not talking about stepping in when he was accused, although it's a separate important matter. I know many people find it hard to express their opinion, as the problem is huge, and striking a balance is impossible. One thing is clear, the way Kramnik approaches it simply can't be accepted, and his reaction on Dania's passing is appalling and outright shameful. FIDE is not a court of justice, but we will act within our...
I would like to say this, it might be our fault too, because we did not take any sort of thing when he was truly unwell. I believe that it can also be our faults at the same time, but I'm never saying that it's everyone's fault. I believe it's where we took like 0.1, but here's the thing though, none of us knew he was unwell though. I believe it was mostly Vladimir Kramnik who started it. We didn't know how unwell he was doing at all, sadly.
Jurisdiction. However, let's not oversimplify it. It is too simple to focus on Kramnik. Dania was clearly not at his best in recent months. He stopped appearing as a commentator for one reason or another. He was not his usual self. Now, all those who claim Dear Dania was to their heart, how good a friend they were. Where have you been? What did you do? All those Kramnik attacks on Dania happened not this week or month. It was not a shocking accusation that killed Dania overnight. It kept haunting him for more than a year, even if there was not much more polemics of...
Kramnik! You are not good! Oh my... Kramnik... You went on to Hikaru cheating? You are such an arrogant person with a horrendously big ego. You're a grandmaster, alright? If you lost to a person, the same person, you're gonna go up to if you lost to yourself, you're gonna count to yourself as cheating. That's how big your ego is. I hate these kind of people. Your ego is too big.
Recent. So I ask you, alleged Danya's friends, what did you do to help him for half a year? Did many of you write to him and ask whether he is okay? Why he, arguably the best commentator online, disappeared from the screens? Did you text him to ask him why he stopped streaming? Then he talks about his own experiences with Danya. And then he said, he might be surprised to read about this or that person allegedly being his friend. Danya was kind to many, but he feels like most of the time he was lonely. Virtue signaling, like grabbing is the worst way to pay respect to Danya. I'm sorry, I am irate. I can't even fully read this tweet because while he wrote 2 sentences about Kramnik and whatever FIDE is gonna fucking do, because I don't think anything is gonna happen. I don't curse in my videos, but
the cursing, I believe, is valid. I believe that if someone like Kramnik, who the hell do you think you are? You think you're a chess god. Alright? This is why everyone hates you. Alright? You're at the deepest pits of chess grandmasters. Alright? Hopefully that's a lesson. Matter of fact, I don't even cheat. None of us here cheat. If these people were to actually cheat, then how would they become grandmasters? Is that a good enough thing? Am I recording this? Yes, I am. I am absolutely right. Why are they... It angers me. No, I'm done. No, let's just react to this video.
But I can't even... Look, we don't know. I was a friend of Daniel, and I don't know what happened. Okay? I don't know what happened.
See, okay, Gotham Chess. You didn't know because you probably did say what was happening, but he was probably just not even answering any of the texts or anything. Most people that want to commit, do stuff to them, depression, they'd usually cut off all connections between their friends, family members, anyone. What I'd like to say though is if this is going on for a year, I want to say that I recommend that you talk to a friend, you talk to your family members, quite literally even talk to a random person. That might even help. But if you were getting falsely accused like this, it's too hard to it's horrible to why this is happening.
He had so many people in his life talking with him. The close group he had in Charlotte, North Carolina, wrote a beautiful, beautiful post about him. I should pull it up. It's from Grant Oen. Please find it on Twitter. I spoke to so many people who have spoken to him just in the last week. This is...
Just last week? Oh my gosh. Was he actually just hiding it? Alright, I'll just say this real quick. If you're gonna hide something, here's a really quick thing you should do if they're trying to hide their depression. So, here's one thing you need to know. If in the end, where they were always sad, and they just get a random surge of happiness, either this, they woke up really good, and they're truly just happy, or they've already picked to what they've done, and they just decide, they just know what to do to themselves at their house. Alright, let's just continue this video.
Such a heinous thing to say. He wrote 5 times as much, pointing the finger at the people who could have helped the man, try to talk him through it. Now, I'm just gonna keep showing you things here because I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm not in good shape, and I don't want to keep this inside. I just don't. This is like a borderline therapy session for me. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. We're gonna go back here for a second. Nemo wrote something a couple of days ago. She said, in watching the clip below of his last stream, hearing the pain in his voice, how deeply the baseless accusations affected him, it's time to stop worrying about the backlash. I'm calling on FIDE to remove Kramnik from the record book.
Please remove him! Please to remove this guy! Remove him! Remove Vladimir Kramnik now, alright? This is not a kind of an ask. This is not a tell. This is a command. Please! This is the definition of cyberbullying now. Cyberbullying is technically murder if you kill yourself. This is considered as murder. This is murder. This has to be first-degree murder.
Revoke his title, disqualify his world championship. Chess is one of the most beloved games in the world and should be a place for kindness and inclusion. It should be unilaterally unacceptable to use a platform that chess has given you to bully, harass, and slander a colleague. What Kramnik has done to Navarro, Hikaru, Danya, and others cannot be tolerated. It is up to our community and the governing body to set an example. And they should, and there are more. I mean, Nihal Sarin, one of the very first people, and God bless his soul, the last person to have played Daniel.
Please, yes. After this video, we're gonna watch his last stream and see how he was truly doing.
Naroditsky in some chess. Told the Indian Express that, you know, the relentless baseless accusations, public interrogations he faced in recent months caused him immense pressure and pain. Nemo was co-signed by Hikaru. It says, thank you for making the statement so clearly. There is a video, there is a clip of Daniel just a few days before his passing where he is obviously unwell while live streaming. If you haven't seen it, I mean, people have uploaded it. I can't even stomach watching stuff like that. But one of the things he says towards the end of this stream is he literally says, I can't end the stream after I start playing well. I can't play well off stream ever since the Kramnik stuff. People start accusing.
Oh, no. That's horrible. Why? I believe it should be mostly Kramnik's fault, but I believe it should also be mostly our fault at the same time. How do we not notice such thing? And I believe it's FIDE's fault. I believe it's Kramnik's fault. But I also believe it's slightly our fault. Because we did not know this until the end, until everything just happened. Alright? We didn't notice anything. Alright? And Kramnik was just ruining a person's life. He's ruined too many people's lives. I believe he should be kicked out of chess. For life. Strip him away of his chess pass. It's our fault. Because we did not notice this from the start. Or to the end. And we did notice it at the end. But it was way too late. I believe it's FIDE's fault. Because I don't even know why he's not getting kicked out. He should be kicked out. Clearly. He's been trying to ruin the lives of Hikaru Nakamura. Who else? Quite literally everyone he loses against.
Those were literally some of the last sentences that he uttered after friends local in Charlotte came to get him at 2 a.m, seeing that he was struggling on a live stream. So I am sorry, but it is impossible to disconnect the two. You can sit there, the sun just went down, I'm sorry. You can sit there and you can say whatever you want and, wishing, a lot of people are sending, death threats and the usual internet behavior, and I do not condone that. You should not do that, but there needs to be a form of justice. Magnus Carlsen yesterday, while live streaming Title Tuesday, gave a statement, a very poignant statement, 6 minutes, where he said that if anything, he supported Danya in private, and he wishes maybe he did it publicly as well, although he can understand why he hopes people can understand.
Alright, I like to say this. It's not just our fault. Oh, I actually like to cancel saying that. It's not really our fault. I believe he was just trying to look like a happy person. He didn't expose that to anyone. He just tried to, like, hide it and act like he's truly happy, but time really flies by, hey? Life flies by, time flies by. It's hard to think about it.
Understand why he would be, obviously a bit careful given the entire, Hans Niemann thing. And last but not least, I'm going to summarize all of this. There was David Navarra. Before there was Danya, there was David Navarra, Czech Grandmaster, probably, along with Danya, one of the most universally...
This man committed murder. Everyone, call him names, call him anything, call 911. He murdered a person. I hate you. I hated you from the start. Do anything you want, but I believe I don't like you at all. Alright? Another piece of stats, 2024, all cheating Tuesdays. Accuracy level in Cantipont in situations player had 10-second clock, average of minimum 700 such moves performed. Jeez.
Beloved people in the chess world. And he wrote a post about how being mentioned in a tweet of Kramnik from, as you can see, May 2024 is how long this has been going on, if not more, how this tweet over time made him have suicidal thoughts. And he wrote a letter to, and he wasn't even, he was nowhere near as directly accused and belligerently accused as Daniel Naroditsky. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. So I'm making this video to give my summary of Kramnik, of Danya, of the current situation. I made a few videos about Vladimir Kramnik when it first all started. And I realized at a certain point, and it was about Hikaru. It was about the Hikaru streaks, how he can win a bunch of games in a row. And I realized at a certain point, it was hopeless because Kramnik was belligerent. Kramnik blocked everybody on social media that didn't agree with him. Kramnik only had his version of statistics. He played a match against Jose Martinez, and there was still a way to twist the whole thing into his narrative. And I made a decision. There is no point platforming him anymore. If you go to his posts, he has the same 50 Twitter accounts responding, the same 50 to 100 people. And I said, I will let him scream into his little void to little people who don't matter. Because as Magnus said in his statement, and as many people said, they think he's crazy. Like they don't support a lot of this.
Vladimir Kramnik is crazy. What's wrong with this guy? He doesn't think to what other people think, but he mostly thinks to what he thinks. He doesn't think about anyone else. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about anyone else. He loses to a person in chess, and he's gonna accuse them of cheating. This man's a murderer. Not in chess, not in any other game, but in real life, on the internet. That's basically second-degree murder. Actually, up that for fun. That's first-degree murder. I bet you this. He was probably thinking. Now, this is just a theory. A theory. I believe that whoever he thinks lost against him, I believe he thinks he's too powerful, and he just wants them to just die. I believe that's just a theory. That's not anything that's meant to be an accusation, but that's just a theory. I have no proof against that.
Even if there were the moments where he was correct, you know, because he wants to attack 10 people and maybe one or two will be guilty. And at a certain point, everybody stopped talking about it publicly because there was no point. I mean, he would just use whatever you said against him and try to add you to a defamation lawsuit that he claimed that he was working on. He would like this. There is no winning. I mean, he is just a complete serial manipulator and abuser. Like whatever.
Yes, and that's also murder. He's a murderer. He's a murderer. He's a murderer.
Whatever he strives for that he thinks is the reality, no matter what, you lose. If you say something, he immediately attacks you and says you're part of the mafia or whatever. If you don't say anything, it's because you're getting censored. So for a period of
So what I like to say, he doesn't like anything that goes his way at all. He never did. He never does. Just continue the video.
Time, people privately, like you saw Magnus say, and Hikaru did it both private and public because he was also getting attacked. They talk privately and were like, listen, man, like, it's nuts. He's never going to stop. How do you make the guy stop? Right? I mean, he has a social media. How do you make it stop?
Remove him from everything. Put him to jail, first off. That's cyberbullying. So that's the first crime. Right? But not only that, that's technically second-degree murder. I believe he'd be life in jail in Canada, because that's where I live. So life to 20 years. So yeah, let's go. I hope he's going to jail. Yay! Honestly, I don't even know why I'm joking. Rest in peace, Daniel Nowatzki.
And maybe, I mean, it's not even clear if saying anything publicly would have changed anything, because Daniel performed at the World Blitz Championship at an elite level. Daniel went on a Russian podcast on Levitov, debated with Kramnik for an hour. It looked like everything had been put to rest, and Kramnik came back 3-4 times harder. Like, there was no winning. And there was no winning with this, like, dark spirit. There is nothing there. And
he's a black spirit, not a dark spirit. He's a goner. Honestly, I hate this man.
For me to wake up this morning and to see this statement from Satovsky pointing the blame at the friends, the alleged friends. I don't know. I don't know if I've said anything coherent. I said at the beginning of the video.
Cancel it. I did not mean to say that it was mostly the friends. It was sometimes the friend's fault. I believe that it's mostly like what I thought. I didn't mean it at all. Well, I actually did mean it, and I just regretted it because I realized what I said, and I realized he was masking it all. He was thinking, oh, he's just like, just taking all of that like a champ. I thought that he was like, because if he was truly depressed though, he's just gonna say like he's not feeling well, he's gonna take a break or something, right? No, he said nothing. He was always on streams. He was just masking it all. I'm sorry for saying that. All right, I'm horrendously sorry.
I wanted to wait. I wanted to speak to the family to see if there was a way to unite moving forward. I don't know how you can't revoke. I don't know. I'm at a loss. And what I woke up today to, with Kramnik already saying things like the chess mafia is dangerous.
What the hell is the chess mafia?
And it all feels so hopeless. Like for something to happen, maybe the top 100 players in the world can sign a petition saying they're not going to play in any more events until something is done. What that something is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you do in chess. Do you suspend from events? There's all this, you can revoke the title, you can condemn, but what do you do? You know, I don't have anything tangible. I have been sitting thinking about this for 48 hours, mixed with is there something I could have done, you know? I have never lost a friend. I mean, I went to the funeral of my grandfather who was, 95. I don't know. I'm getting through this just like many of you, for whom Danya played some role in your life. Many people got into chess and in their darkest times during the pandemic or whenever, like studying for med school or working your way up the ELO ladder or connecting with friends and relatives over chess. Like, I can't believe this is real. And I can't believe that this is the immediate response from the only people maybe in the chess world who can do anything about it. So please, maybe we need a petition. I imagine I will be seeing some of the best players in the world, like he.
I believe I saw a petition online. Hold on. Let's go there. All right, welcome. So this is where you sign your shenanigans. This is where you sign like all the other stuff. All right. So this is where you sign for Daniel Nardsky. Search up the petition and stuff. In fact, there is a petition now. I will not be signing it because I believe I'm too young, but I am willing to sponsor it. Not even sponsor. I'm willing to show this to the internet to actually just ban this man. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So we're gonna ban this man. We're gonna ban Vladimir Kramnik because he's a horrible man. He commit murder. Anyways, let's go back to our video.
Petition. I imagine I will be seeing some of the best players in the world, like Hikaru and Fabiano. Maybe I don't know because I think he's in the U.S. Championship, right? At his funeral. Please, we can't let this go in vain. And while I wanted to wait a little while before opening the Pandora's box of this conversation, the point is not to point blame and start this and that, but there needs to be justice. And I don't know how we're gonna get there with FIDE. Like I just don't know. Those are my thoughts. I have to go to the airport. That's all I have for you today. I hope I've made myself clear. I'm rambling a bit, but I just can't believe I woke up to these posts. I can't believe it. I can't believe that it's already being twisted in such a way that, I mean, tens, if not hundreds of millions of people around the world are honoring Daniel. I mean, it's been covered by every single major news outlet that I can find. It's been covered in China. I have relatives there. I mean, he was just beloved. I can't believe this is what's happening now. My video is a response to these posts by these people, and I don't know what's coming next. So I'm gonna stop talking. I hope this made sense. Please use the comment section to vent and so on. And I'm gonna stop saying get out of here for a while, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's look at this. He died thinking his reputation had been ruined. Yeah. FID jeans, that's a no. Online bullying, totally fine. Yep. The photo, they were together to. Ah! Oh my gosh. Let's read this. Social media made y'all way too comfortable disrespecting people and not getting punched in the mouth for it. Mike Tyson. Beautiful! Alright. Oh. I like watching that. That's an ad. Hold on. Anyways, I'd like to thank y'all for watching the video. Go to the thing to go and deal with go to the petition and please sign it. Thank you. I thank you for the 10 subscribers too, I guess. I shouldn't even be saying that. See, I guess.